I just spent freaking hour, an hour and 20 minutes, and all it is just me on the screen, but I'm talking about the screenshots and I'm talking about what is supposed to be here. And apparently, oh, that's why it didn't happen, is because, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, you got to be shitting me. Okay, shit. Um, let's go back. Damn it. Shut up. Shut up, Mike. Um, ABQQ. Okay, we're here talking about ABQQ and why it's taken a fucking shit. Closed at 0006. It topped at some 0005s. Trust me, I was watching the level 2. Um, Fives are a little heavy stacked up. You know what? It got a little frightening right here around that time because if you look at this, if you look at the trades, and yes, I was watching this also. Yeah, right around 140. Um, Yeah, 140 Pacific, 140. Look at all these sixes that went. Yeah. Yeah. I was even half-assed thinking about, you know what? I sold at 10 and 9s. Let me buy one at 6, see what happens. I saw all of this crap going through. I could have sworn the 5s were just going to start getting nailed, but they didn't. The 5s held. So let's just leave it off at that. So let's get off that and let's talk about why the hell did they freaking dump? You know what? They came out with their 10Q, and yeah, exactly. This was supposed to be the moneymaker. Remember Taylor Swift? They had exclusive rights for Taylor Swift. They had exclusive rights for Taylor Swift. They were showing it at a couple of thousand theaters, charging people. People were lining up side. You know, they can't see the concert, but they could see, the DVD on live screen, but you got the live audience of hundreds of people around you. That's why you go to a show like that. Yeah, exactly. And basically, this one post says it right here. Here is a tweet. ABQQ is why it's trading here now. This is dated April 18th, but here's a tweet that came out January 2nd because this was all going on right before the new year. And they come out with this tweet. Year's progress. Can't wait to share with you. Confirm. Generated $2.1 million in revenue alone for January. Remember that. 2.1 million alone in January, and that's US. No, that's not Chinese yuan. Alone in January. The problem with that is that when you go to, oh shit, I did this in my last one before I realized I didn't freaking do this. Was they did not. God bless it, Mike. Shit. You'll be joking me. They were saying 2.1 million in January alone. The problem becomes ABQQ is if you look at their 10K filed that was just filed, which is why they dumped. Let's look at their filing. SS, no, it gets worse here. Is that 6 months? See this right here? 6 months ending. Total revenue was 1.1. Where is the 2.1 that they were advertising? Oh God, really? You gotta really set this up. Where's the 2.1 they were saying alone this January? When, according to their 10K, it's 1.1 in 6 months. It's not there. Where the hell did that money go? That is what killed them. No, there are other people. There are people on the board. We can go back to it. Stop it. Again, stop it. Go. Go back because people are wondering, they made 1 million. Yes, they did. God, God, I wish I could fucking. Why can't you pause this? It doesn't matter. Okay, okay. Yes, they made 1 million. They doubled what they made last year. Yes, they made 1 million in revenue. But look at their operating expenses. It already killed that. Total loss from operations, 500,000. Total loss, 450. That's why they did it. How can you how how can you have Taylor exclusive rights to show Taylor Swift in theaters throughout China and still show $1,000 loss? How is that a loss? That's why. That's why. That's one, and that's the 1-2 slam because they were already talking about that they're talking 2.1 million in January alone, which in a 6 month period is 1.1. That's why that ABQQ is trading at 0006. Their financials came out. Their financials came out there. And yeah, that's when I got it. Yeah, that's when I got out. I was selling tens and nines. Yeah, I pretty much got out. And you want to know what? I was even making posts about that. Even I was responding to someone, where did the revenues go? Oh, page 2 on the 10Q. It already said that. I got a couple of response, and a couple of people were agreeing with me. Mustang even came out with an interesting thing. There are two other entities that, because when I saw the 10K, I just like kind of briefly went through it real quick because there are a number of times that a 10K comes out and it comes out really good, but it's the sell the news thing. That's what I was expecting. But that day, I was not liking what I was seeing, and I was getting out, and that's where it closed at. Um, there I don't know, a possibility for a dead cat bounce. The only problem was that going through their filings, there was no hint of a dead cat bounce anywhere. No, it's another thing that caught my eye too were these tangible assets. Here are the here is here is their revenue from their movie rights. And I'm not seeing Taylor Swift. As a matter of fact, they were actually, hyping some other Chinese sitcoms. They're not there. There's that. And then, Mustang started shooting to me about check their other entities. He couldn't find them. And then I asked him about it, and he couldn't find them either. Again, I go back to, I mean, you're looking at all these assets, but then you got 9.7 million, but then what is this parentheses 8.6 down to the bottom? And how are you losing all of this? Bottom line, they lost 450,000. They had fucking Taylor goddamn Swift, and they lost money. How? No, sorry. No, no, that's why I dumped out. Hell, I was even half-ass curious about, even freaking today and going back on the trades. I mean, really, when when all those sixes just sold off, I saw that because I was actually wondering, what if I just I sold 12 million shares at like 10 and mostly 9, pretty much nines. Okay, what if I buy one back at 6? You know? Shit. That's a $300 fucking profit just on that 1 mil alone. What if I did that? Just to see if there's a dead cat bounce. But then I saw this freaking sell off. All of that happened within freaking 10 minutes. There was like almost 17 million at sixes, and they got wiped within about 5 minutes. And I started thinking, all right, well, shit. Let me throw let me throw one, maybe two at five. Let me throw one at five, just for shits and giggles. But no, no. Is there a dead cat bounce in ABQQ sometime? Oh, you know what? Maybe there are some people here that I've been talking to on the board. They've been in this for a couple of years. I'm wondering. I'm not sure why. Actually, I cannot say that. Because I never even knew this thing freaking existed back there. Um, God, 2 years ago. Wow. God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you people that have been here for 2 years, but oh shit. God, it never even came up to even. And then I heard people talking about, yes, I averaged down. You know what? Seriously, I got no idea what the history of this was 2 years ago when it was at 2 cents, making a dive that quick and down. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I could see a little hype around here, but and then you're just hanging on to a pipe dream. Ouch. Because I'm sorry, because I first heard about it like right around here. Yeah, right around here at 0007. I mean, you know what? I'm sorry, but I cannot imagine buying back here and whatever. But yeah, I was happy for this hype. Probably hung out a little bit too long. Started taking a little bit profits. Hung out to a core. That one, yes. Yeah, that drop from 002, 001. Yeah, that made me tap out. Okay, heck, that's ABQQ. Another one. Okay, shit. I already did this before, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I did it because apparently my screenplay was not up there, and all it is just me jumping up and down in front of my screen. GTCH. And by the way, I wish that I kept better track about how I find plays like these. Because this one is a tad on the interesting side. Well, I mean, that also goes with ABQQ. Hell, I was just searching around. God, how the hell did I even find ABQQ? You know what? I that's why that I need to keep better, especially when I see something that catches my eye. I need to take better notes about why did it catch my eye and just take notes of it because usually I'll throw a buck or two at it so it's more on my watch list and then things start happening. I guess it's mostly like, how do I find this shit? ABQQ just happened to be one of those. And really, it just comes down to, I don't know, you just search the boards. I don't know, you check out the breakout boards and you just see what's going on. I mean, AGBA, I got nothing going. I don't know. Okay, they're up 5 cents. They closed at 9, but I don't know. Look at the volume. Um, you know what? I already fucking talked about this on the last one, but oh shit, no one's ever gonna see it. Let's just scroll through the fucking breakout boards. See if anything fucking jumps out. Oh, shrimp again is up there. Yeah, they go back and forth, back and forth. Weird thing. Oh, ABQQ. There we go. LEAS. God, why is this one always. This one always just seems to show up for a number of years. Maybe there's a reason for it. Shit. Goes even, pops, stays even. It looks like there's pops and drops. I don't know. really, I don't know that much about it, but if I don't see anything, more spectacular, I would probably go back to this one and just start seriously reading the boards. Reading pretty much every single post. Maybe not that much, you know. Oh shit, here we go. On the 18th, that happened, today, on their big dump. Boom. Nope, happened on the 18th. Boom. So, so I would click on that post and 8K filed. 8K is just kind of an event thing, and I would, well, I would magnify it so I can read it better and just, you know, check out to see what, I don't know, what material event happened to make it such a big thing. And without really looking at it, apparently the market said no and then dump. So there's that. So that's it's just kind of how you go through. Okay, this one CBDD. You know what? I have been in and out of this one from time to time, but okay, something big happened earlier this day, and it happened right around 10:30, right? So, let's go back to okay, well, apparently the board is really talking about it. So, let's go back to 10:30. We're already on the 15th. Nothing really going on. We're still on the 15th. Is that it? The 16th? Is that when the pop happened? Pop happened on the 19th at 10:30. No, the 18th. Oh god. Okay, because it's past midnight. After midnight. So the 18th at 10:30, what happened? Here it is, right around here. No volume. You see people still talking about no volume. They're talking about eight and nines a day before. Then on the 18th, that's where that pop happened right after 10:30 is where we're looking at. Someone just hit the ass for 20 mil. Da da da. Trader Stella's don't think the eights. You know what? That's just it. Um, I'm not seeing where the big catalyst happened. Someone bought eights, eight sevens. This is happening yesterday. I'm not seeing where the catalyst is. Okay, so sometimes you're not really quite sure, so you kind of put that on a semi look list. Oh, wait, let's go back to that real quick because here's another one also when you see a big hit like that and you're on the daily chart. Okay, look, 62 million in volume. Not really all that much for a 001 semi, but go back about a month or two and look at the volume level. And you can see what's going on. Yeah, there was a huge jump up there, right there, the volume level. But go back a month prior to that, there's that big jump, and it's been evening out. Yes, there has been some stuff happen, people taking profits. It's been going down, 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 down. That little pop right there, I don't know. Depending on what the catalyst is, could be a dead cat bounce. You know what? Seriously, something to keep an eye on. And this is just how you do it. Oh, okay. 50%. Oh, on a 0003. Yeah, exactly. It can be 0001 and then close at 0002 and it's up 100%. Woohoo! Yeah, that's one thing about those plays you gotta watch. They could be, they could be profitable as long as the volume is there. Let's go back to that one, and it's only 106. No, no. The ask is totally stacked at three, and everybody wants to buy at two because everybody that stole at three now they want to buy back at two. And that's it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shit, that was the breakout? Okay, really the most important one you want to watch is the most read. Okay? Forget about the most posted. Nobody cares about who's posting. Just go to the most read and just kind of no ho. Could have sworn I talked about this one. Was there something else? Did I already talk about GTGP? I don't know. How much am I into? God, I wish I could go back. Is there a way? GTGP is one that I'm on. I think I was just like talking about that one of just, ones that you just kind of stumble on. You're not really quite sure. Okay, what's getting me about GTCH? Really nothing. Somehow I just stumbled on this play, and what caught me on it is it's still a fucking no bid 0001, but um, it was right around here. It was right around here that the volume started spiking, and it was it was closing to a billion shares. Actually, there was like literally five, 700 million on the ask, but it was getting wiped out. It was getting wiped out and it was moving. Um, so I threw a couple of bucks at it because it was still a no bid. So that means you know what? I got a couple bucks. Let me buy 2 million shares. Boom, I would get filled immediately because nobody else wants to buy it. But the ask is like disappearing. And it kept moving and moving. And then, yes, finally it got to a point that there was a bid. And I was making posts about that. Um, was there any possible way to sell it at two? No, hell no. Because the ask was like at 2+ billion. There was no freaking way. But there was some action going on. There was interest. This is kind of how you find these little plays. And then it died out. And this is how it has been. And my post on it, um, first off, their fins are now laid. So exactly like what I said, they can just file on time in response to. He said, is that because short objective? No, it's nothing like that. It's they can just file on time. Want to play baller? Be a baller, then be a baller. It's not like a no bid trip has all this accounting to do. It's simple. Your income is zero. Oh shit, someone answer that? You made the money and oh yeah, that's that whole thing about the false walls. But you know what? I find it interesting about that because I make a post today which says interesting about that fake wall is most of the sales towards the end of today were actually fucking mine. And I was watching that on the fucking L2. Not these ones from the 17, but these ones, especially after 1044, all of those were all mine. But in the meantime, the ask was like at fucking 140, 120, 140 million shares. And they've been stacked like that for a number of days. I was just kind of curious about how my little 7 million share bid that was supposed to be way far behind the line started going through and kept going through. I mean, like I said, how do you go front of the line when I signed that ticket the other day to sell my 7 million shares when it's stacked at 150, 170 for past few days? Shit, past few fucking weeks. But I get I get Phil. Actually, I did that for well, for two reasons. Number one, um, Port keeps says right here number seven in the most shorted stocks, which means that those 150 possibly are just naked shorts. That means they're fake shares. They're just fake, which means they have to get covered somehow if this decides to go, if this gets a catalyst to go. So the idea was that the idea was that I bought my 7 million shares back when I thought that I saw some volume happening and maybe it would continue, and it didn't happen, and it went right back to no bid. And yeah, the ask is all stacked up. And I just decided, let me just throw my 7 mil on the ask. It'll probably take a while for it to finally get filled. Shit, the second I did that, it took about yeah, it took the next day, and I was already getting filled. The day after that, today, yeah, I almost got filled completely. How do I get first? I don't know. So, making you kind of curious about just how many of those 100 plus are, just naked shorts, just a fake wall. Basically that if someone starts buying them and someone's not liking that you're buying your fake shit, they take it off the market. And what was kind of curious that I noticed on the L2 also right towards the end was the ask started really disappearing quick, and it wasn't because of the volume of buying. I don't know, somehow the MMs just, erased their bid. So on this move right now, okay, I spent $700. I bought 7 million shares. I got 5.5 out for 550. I still have 1.5 million shares for a buck 50. That's what can be fun about these trip plays. But at the same time, too, it's still at a no bid. So So I wake up tomorrow morning and I just watch it. And I just see how the ask is stacked. And if I start seeing the ask really start disappearing while it's still no bid, I can just turn right around and get my 5.5 million shares back because no one wants to buy them. Everyone is selling, so I can just get them right back and then fucking play it. The only thing I deal with is that 2 3 day business days for settlement. But what's even worse is, well, right now with these guys are late on their filings, and now they got the yield sign. like I say right here, they can start by filing to remove the now pink limited yield sign. But the most important thing is when they file, that means they really have to go through the TA, the transfer agent, and they need to update the share structure that is on OTC markets. And I've made it. It hasn't changed since the end of March. Kind of looking at that because there is like some rumors about, yeah, they're diluting, but um, they are TA certified, and if they are diluting, they would have to report that, and nothing's getting reported. So we still go back to the same fucking question, you know. Um, where are all of these shares being traded at? I mean, really, there is not that much retail that's got 1.5 billion and then just want to dump it. I mean, even going back this far. This is more of a volume play for me. Apparently, they've got like about 5 or 7 tech patents that may or may not really be interested. I really haven't did really that much DD into it. One thing that I do know is that in 6 months they're bouncing between Zippo 0001 and 0002 for 6 months. That's dead money. You're not getting out of it. I mean, Christ, look at where they were. Wait, 6 months ago? You're looking at November 23, October, November. They're still bouncing 111, 222. So they took a huge dump June, July, August. Yeah, I don't know. If you're anywhere around here and you thought this was a support, you're not getting out of that. Ugh. God, like I said, I wish I could pause. Okay, that is market update. I wish I had the time to do like the big boards, but nah, I'm not going to. Ciao.